Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am so excited to share with you the first episode of my new show, Enlightened or Insane, with me, your host, Master Shortcut. Now, I gotta be honest, I want to entertain you and make you laugh, but ultimately I need your help. I need your help to figure out what happened to me last January. I suffered from anxiety and depression for 30 years for it to just fall off in a couple seconds. I don't know how I did this. I need your help. Why is Master Shortcut so happy? Has anybody else experienced such sudden transformations like this? Do we know what this is? Can we figure out what it is? Once we do, then my ultimate goal is, can we watch another person go through this transformation? Or is it just something Master Shortcut is able to do? Alright, before I leave you to learn more about Master Shortcut's crazy life, I want to say, life can be a struggle, life can be difficult, it can be suffering. And then there are shortcuts. And that's why I'm here. But Master Shortcut, I must warn you, he never takes shortcuts on safety. Alright, you guys, please enjoy the show. Boop 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 beep 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 boo. Is he enlightened or insane? Master Shortcut. Wah! That's me. Now we're just gonna take a little walk while we talk about the topic of this episode, the first episode, and that is something that I am calling accidental meditation. Now, I thought about calling it involuntary meditation, but I kind of like the way accidental meditation sounds. So basically, the way it works is that, and scientists, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the body naturally puts the mind into meditation every day, and without a doubt, in deepest sleep. The mind has to be quieted at some point. And so we get a little bit of this quiet mind daily. And basically, it is essentially meditation, but the type of meditation that your body naturally brings your mind into. Or, in another sense, meditation brings you into the present, because things of the mind aren't in the present. Only experiences and senses, smells, sounds, those are the only things in the present. And so, some people practice meditation, which I do. And there's no right or wrong way to meditate. But I find it funny when people are opposed to it, or a little bit timid to maybe get into meditation. You're already doing it. You're already doing it every day and when you go to sleep. The only difference is, Master Shortcut does it voluntarily. So I voluntarily meditate. Hello everybody, Master Shortcut here again. And, hopefully this works. What I would like to share with you is what I'm going to be calling the Master Shortcut's Extreme Shortcut! Alright, Master Shortcut's Extreme Shortcut to Happiness. Alright, so here's how it works. It's pretty quick. All you do is you just make up some god-awful sound, some weird, strange noise word, guttural that felt great. Alright, you guys, stay tuned for the next Extreme Shortcut to Happiness with Master Shortcut. Until the next present moment, I'm out of here. All right, you guys. So before you guys watch this next little clip, it's a little segment called Oversimplified or Just Right. Now, Master Shortcut kind of messes up what he's saying, which is totally fine, because this is a perfect example of Master Shortcut accidentally meditating. See, when he tries to do stuff that's kind of mind heavy, his mind will just erase. Now, check out what Master Shortcut does when his mind erases. In the past, this used to make me feel like I was, frankly, an idiot. Now, I know that it was only a sign of my superpower. All right, check out the video. Oversimplified or just right? Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, but that's okay. I don't need that mind. Look how beautiful this is. All right, and the concept is back again in my head. Let's proceed. Here's the concept, oversimplified or just right. That which you feel you need from somebody is the exact thing that you are withholding from yourself. Now, I've applied this to all sorts of different situations, and at first it doesn't seem to apply, but when I look deeper, it always does, in my case. But I want you to tell me, what do you think? Oversimplified or just right? All right, here we are. We're gonna do another little segment of extreme shortcut to happiness with me, Master Shortcut. Here I am. All right, extreme shortcut to happiness. Okay, here it is. What I'm calling this is Master Shortcut's 0-step plan. You know all the step plans? 5 steps, 10 steps. I don't even know about those step plans. Anyway, I've heard of them. But those step plans, they forget a step that's before step number 1. And that's that you're alive. So the way my 0-step plan works is that you don't even have to do a step 1. You do the step 0, which is before the step 1, and that's checking that you're alive. You actually can't do the step 1 until you know you're alive. You got to be alive to do it. So I check, am I alive? Oh, I feel the breeze on my skin. I win! That's it. That's how you do it. Let's try again. Am I alive? I did it! Okay, let's try again. Yes! And the cool thing is, there's no extra credit. You can't be more alive than somebody else. And also, you can't lose any points. 100 points is the only option. Let's check again to see if we win. Yeah, we did! All right, you guys. That's one of my favorites. Please enjoy. Master Shortcut, what do you mean? What do you mean I accidentally meditate? Well, let me give you an example. At the end of the day, when you've finished all of your chores and you've gotten everything done that you need to, and nothing is forgotten, there's nothing in your head nagging that you're worried about, nothing in your head left to do, at that point, there's kind of a zoning out, where maybe you'll zone out and stare at a TV show. Hey, you could sit on the porch and zone out staring at hummingbirds at the hummingbird feeder. So this is when we naturally meditate, is when we've done everything our thoughts are telling us to do perfectly, and we didn't leave anything out. At that point, because for many of us, our thoughts are actually in control of whether we're happy or not. Our thoughts. Sometimes my thoughts are in control of whether I'm happy or not too. But I've learned to let them go. The body naturally does this to protect you from insanity. The mind needs rest just like the body. But in people's heads today, there is no mind rest. There's a constant chatter. Once again, I have another concept for you. Oversimplified or just right? Here it is. Whatever makes your mind go still, you will fall in love with. Now, I could leave it at that, but I'm going to give a couple of examples. So maybe this isn't completely oversimplified, but still pretty simplified. Whatever quiets your mind, whatever makes your mind go still, you will fall in love with. If you do an activity and your mind goes still, you will call it your hobby. You will call it your passion. If you're reading a book and your mind goes still, it doesn't have any of the chatter talking over the book and pointing out grammatical stuff. It's like someone talking over a movie. If they're talking over the movie, you can't appreciate the beauty. It's like the mind. Only when the mind goes still can you appreciate the beauty in front of you. If you read a poem and the poem makes your mind go still, you will love that poem. Now, all these things that are making your mind go still, those things aren't the things that are making you feel good. It's not coming from the outside. They're just the excuse to allow yourself to do something that you naturally do. And that's you naturally are the sensation of whatever your favorite sensation is. When you're feeling your favorite sensation, it is only because your mind has gone still and you are simply feeling your natural state. Now, we don't believe that we're doing this. We actually think it comes from external. So when your mind goes quiet, whatever is in proximity, you will fall in love with. If a person is there and they quiet your mind, they might be your best friend. You may fall in love with them. All right, whatever makes your mind go still, you will fall in love with. I gotta say one other thing. If you make your mind go still, then you will fall in love with your true self, just like Master Shortcut did. And because of this true self-love, he has love for everything. Unlimited love. I love you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for spending this time with me. I had a lot of fun. Now, we're coming to the end of Enlightened or Insane with me, your host, Master Shortcut. I wanted to leave you with a number of things. The first thing is that Master Shortcut does not know. And he's also using words that I think are inherently not adequate in explaining what I'm trying to explain, because it can't necessarily be explained on an intellectual level. So, if I say anything that offends you or makes you feel bad, then you did not get the meaning. You can go ahead and disregard what you felt you got from that. Now, if it makes you feel good, you got the meaning. You get it. That is all. If it makes you feel good, then I have quieted your mind enough to feel your inherent good feelings underneath. Okay, now, the other thing that I wanted to say was this. I'm not advertising this. I'm not pushing this. I don't necessarily want a lot of people, I don't think, to be, involved in this. So the first people that kind of come along to this organically, they're going to have sort of the most say in how this thing is shaped. I don't want to do any planning. I don't want to take any time orchestrating this. So you guys tell me, what do you want to know more about? Ask your questions. And I'll see if I can give you an enlightened answer or an insane answer. It'll be one of those two. All right, you guys. I love you. The true you. The reason why I can do that is that I found my true me, my true self. Not the arrogant self-love. No. The kind of true self-love where it makes you love everything. Everything. All people, all life forms. Just being. Nothing else needs to be added. All right. Until the next present moment. Wah! That's me.